Like, I need y'all to consider the fact that Vaush was, and to an extent still is, a prominent, influential figure in the online.
What the hell do you, wait, hold on. What do you mean still is? My view count's better than it was back then. All right. Trying to make me feel bad.
Left, and has only been sidelined because of his love of horses, not because of his persistent liberal racism, among other things. And
I'll never be understood in my time. They'll never understand that I want to be the horse. I mean, I love myself. Does that count?
Point now where I realize that, like, there's a lot of people in my audience that don't know who Vaush is, which is good. Please don't look it up. Just imagine.
This is totally apropos of nothing, by the way. Like, the whole video was about the relationship between, like, black voters, Bernie Sanders, and Mamdani. Like, a lot of black voters in NYC in the primary didn't vote for Mamdani, you know? Like, out of nowhere. But, like, listen to this comparison, because this is wild to me. I don't get it at all.
Like the parents from Get Out, like imagine the white families from Get Out. Imagine what their kid might be like. You kind of get an idea.
So the crazy thing to me is that even if you don't like me, that's not like the stereotype about me at all, right? Like the white family in Get Out was representative of the white moderate, people who liked Obama, people who would virtue signal about being anti-racist, but in reality had this deep, like, psychological cloying obsession with stealing blackness for themselves. Is that the impression I give? If anything, right, wouldn't I be like the edgy debate bro, where, like, to me the lives and issues of black people are less important than, like, the epic kayfabe of the dunk and the being edgy online and the like? Wouldn't that be a more, because I don't think that's true either, but I feel like that's more the stereotype that you would sort of throw me into. It makes me think either FD Signifier didn't really understand what the family's deal was and Get Out, or more likely he was just being really lazy in characterizing me. I don't know. He probably forgot why he hates you. Yeah, but in fairness, I've also forgotten why I don't like FD Signifier. So I just don't put him into my scripted videos, I guess. There's no way of saying this without coming across kind of bad. I've never really been impressed with FD's takes on race, to be honest. It often seems like he works backwards from a perspective of criticizing, like, white leftists, and the takes he has always fall. Like he just did the Bernie bro thing. Like, he just vaguely gestured at the Bernie bro argument, and then he acknowledged that this is like a Hillary Clinton talking point. He was like, well, I know it's a Hillary Clinton talking point, but that doesn't mean it's not kind of true. Well, but what do you mean? I don't think it's true at all. Like, I think the average Bernie supporter is probably a lot less racist than the average Biden supporter. I think that's probably true. I don't understand. I don't agree with that criticism.
To make a statement about black people not voting for Mamdani. Y'all have some work to do. A whole lot of white progressives.
It's so condescending, man. I mean, are people asking you to make like, you make lots of videos about politics and race. Don't you think it's like, do you think it's bad for people to ask you to want to talk about it? Like, if a person asked me to make a statement on Bernie Sanders after Bernie Sanders does something, I wouldn't really assume it's because he's white and I'm white. I would just assume it's because I do politics and he's politics.
Leftists have a long way to go in recognizing those anti-black tendencies, especially when they feel like they're in the right about a political movement. How many times I need to hear from Bernie Sanders or from a Bernie Sanders fan that he marched with Martin Luther King? Y'all, why did you think you were cooking with that? That wasn't as...
I don't understand the point. I'm repeating myself, but it really is just he wants to talk down to white people. It's literally just racial animus. It's reactionary, but in the other direction. I don't know. Like, I don't understand what information is being conveyed. He's always been a disingenuous race baiter. He's done some pretty objectionable stuff in the past, I think. I don't know. I guess I mean he shined the Vaush signal with this one, so I don't know.
Bad as Hillary with the hot sauce in their bag comment, but it was in the same realm. And if you don't like hearing that, that's because you're part of the...
Wait. You think that Bernie Sanders marching with the civil rights movement was rhetorically comparable to Hillary Clinton trying to win over Latin voters by saying that she's an abuela who always keeps hot sauce in her purse? That, like, those are comparable? I don't know.
And if actual black leftists are resistant to being a part of your space, that again says something about your space, not about us. If you're still shocked and
But black leftists supported Bernie. Like, young black people overwhelmingly bent for Mamdani and for Bernie Sanders. It's older black people who didn't. FD Signifier, people in your age demographic who are black broke on average for Bernie and Mamdani. It's black leftists chose them. You just want to talk down to white people. I don't get it. You're like, it's older black people who are disproportionately conservative. How old's FD? I don't think. I'm just guessing like 35, like 30s. I don't know how old he is.
Eric Adams is playing a very dirty game right now and using classic tricks that happen with powerful black men in black spaces who cover up their wrongdoings by cleaving to issues of race in the black church. When you look at Eric Adams speak,
yeah, Eric Adams race baits like a motherfucker. Yeah, for sure, 100%. He race baits constantly. Look at this video. He surrounds himself with black people all the time.
These days, he's surrounded by all the recurring characters in the background. It looks like a clip from the Boondocks. And the thing I know is
he says it too. He says it too.
That a lot of you do not know how to engage with the population that's being presented there. And that population is still very important to anybody that—
Can I accuse FD Signifier of not knowing how to engage with white people? Feeling a little bit condescended to. Like, if he can make a whole video where every 5 seconds he's like, listen, this is like, rather than engage with what's happening in reality, I'm going to say that white progressives are at fault for not dealing with it properly. Like, at what point does that get turned around? You're just feeling a little condescended to, you know? There are underlying good points here. They're just being sacrificed on the bedrock, or on the altar of racial animus, which I think, you know, Lolo Vaush feels condescended to. Hey, listen, okay? It's not just a tone thing. I think that FD Signifier is failing to make good points here. I genuinely do think that he's beginning every point with the how do I talk down to the white progressive group and not making any point beyond that. I think I'm making good points, you know? I mean, it's not just a tone thing. If the argument is that he and I both have the capability of being insufferable, then yeah, of course, obviously. It's just that I think my points are better on this. If he wanted to come on to talk to you, would you do it? Yeah, I guess, but I don't think he'd want to. And also, like, he would just call me white and racist. Like, I don't think he would make a point. Like, I could ask him over and over, like, why are you legitimizing a Nazi smear against Mamdani when he, at 17, accurately reported his ethnicity and nationality in a college application form? And I think he would respond by calling me white. And the fucked up thing is, he would be correct. I am.
And I don't know if y'all appreciate the fact that me and like 20 other black leftist creators that came up in the last couple of years for this entire time were in unison pointing at Vaush in the white leaf community.
I come up again? I didn't know. Holy shit. I did not know this. Hello.
As a problem, and we couldn't seem to break through to a lot of people until he got caught up on his taxes. If you know, you know. There's going to need to be some internal auditing on how easily—
Why do I occupy so much space in your mind? You're not even making points about me. Don't you think it would be weird if I was making a video about like some totally separate subject, and then randomly in the middle of it I was like, yeah, like how racist and anti-white FD Signifier is. If you know, you know. I don't know. It's just, and I'm live streaming. It's not scripted.